right. So thank you everyone for joining us today for today's episode of Sustainable Design Chats. We are speaking with Dan Martinez. He is the co-founder of Cyrc, which is a local innovative company in Montreal where they merge art and technology with a circular economy model to create unique and sustainable objects for the home. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Alex. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Thanks so much. So you and your business partner have created such a beautiful line of sustainable home decor. We want to know all about it. So can you tell us sort of what type of products you have, what they're made of, and how you make them?
Yeah, Cyrc, we built a brand that we make objects like vases, fruit bowls. Now we just launched at New York at ICFF. We launched our new modular furniture pieces that can be stools, end tables, side tables, or even large planters. We can go from big plants to even trees. All of our products are 3D printed. We make them using recycled plastic from post-industrial waste. And we build a circular business model that everything we make, because we understand that everybody stops using a product at some point. So anytime you don't want a Cyrc product at the end of its life, you can send it back to us for free, and we'll make it into something else. So we're accountable for the things that we make.
That is very cool. So can you expand on sort of what a circular business model is a little bit more? So I think you look at the product sort of from your conception all the way through to, like you said, the end of life where you recycle it. Why is that important to you?
Well, now you hear a lot of sustainable brands that are doing something like, they use recycled sources or they use sustainable materials to make their products, but there's not a lot of businesses that actually are accountable for what happens to those products after they're made. So we wanted to, instead of continuing on a linear economy model that you start from something, doesn't matter the source, and then it ends up in waste or a landfill or somewhere else, we wanted to actually be accountable for the products that we make. So we build a bit, and we know that recycling today, it's not happening all the time, so we wanted to be accountable for the products that we bring up to market. We start, as I said, from post-consumer, then we take it back, and we have in-house, we have a small recycling plant where we actually shred, palletize, and re-extrude new material for future products, future collaborations.
Very cool. That's awesome. I love that. And I think, so for those of you who haven't heard of this before, but they're actually 3D printing. So they design all of their products and then have them 3D printed. How long does that take you to print?
It takes us around, depending on the product, but if we're looking at small products can take around 4 hours to print each. Others take 6 hours, and the bigger furniture pieces take around 12 to 24 hours to print.
Do you normally?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you normally print them on demand?
Yes, everything is made to order. Everything is in demand, and that's the cool thing about doing using 3D printing is that we have a very agile business, a very agile manufacturing system that a printer can make different range of products. It's not like a full production assembly line for one single product. One printer can make pretty much most of our collection. And at the same time, what that allows us is that we kind of have let's call it a zero waste production line that whatever we make, we keep it. If we have certain scraps of the material that we use, we'll just keep it on the side to recycle them in our system and then add it into future products.
Very cool. And so why do you use recycled plastic? Why is it important to use recycled plastic?
Oh, why not? There's a lot of it.
Why is that the material? I guess that's
Well, it's very well. The reason why we use plastic, recycled plastic, is because the technology. We have the technology for it. We have the source, and we think it's. Well, we know we need. There has been a lot of plastic is being produced today, like new plastic. There's too much, and we know we're not going to solve the plastic pollution problem, but we want to raise awareness for the beautiful things that we could have done. Plastic is a great material that was created by us humans. And unfortunately, it has been very misused due to marketing policies, even policies, regular policies. It hasn't been used accordingly. So we want to just take it back and use it for things that are going to last longer. I know it's not we know that it's not the solution for this. The actual solution is actually policy, but we need to raise awareness. And the beautiful thing with the products that we're making is that we're actually, instead of just using recycled plastic bags or something like that, we're actually raising the value of this material. So instead of, because there was a huge pain point when we started the business. When we went to high-end boutiques or design boutiques that we thought were people, we talked to them, people said, oh, why is it isn't ceramic? Why isn't metal or glass? We're like, yeah, it's not that, but it has a story. It has a huge sustainable value. And we'd be fortunate enough that after some time, we got traction. And now our products are being sold at a bunch of the best museum stores in North America.
Very cool.
So now it's revaluing, and people really appreciate that.
So for those of you who don't know, so I met Dan in New York at a show, and yes, their products are very unique. And since then, I have seen there are other, manufacturers or people who are starting to use this technology for similar things like vases and things like that. But your products are just so unique and so beautiful. And I don't know if anybody saw sort of the promo that I posted. It was just a few of the shots of their products, but check out their website. Their stuff is incredible. Their vases, I don't know if you want to expand on that a little bit more.
Sure.
But it's not just your average sort of vase,
Yeah. So what's interesting about Cyrc and our design process is that my business partner and I, we're both designers. He is actually the one in charge of the product design and manufacturing. Genius in 3D printing, actually. But the cool thing about it is that we don't follow a regular industrial design process. Our backgrounds are fine arts. He studied sculpture and architectural engineer because he wanted his sculptures to be bigger. I studied fine arts, and then I went to design and marketing and impact business. So our approach is more, how can we push the technology further? So how we can create this intriguing shapes that work and that create functional objects, instead of just drawing them and sketching and then going through all the process. We quick sketch, we put it in, we obviously use the softwares, then we go back into the, we test, we see, we like it, we don't like it, we'll put it back in the sketch if we don't like it, and have a very efficient product launch cycle.
Right. Very cool.
So that allows us to test. Yeah, usually when you do molding or when you're launching other projects, there's a huge cost up front. You need molds, or you need prototyping, and then testing the market and so on. We're fortunate that we can try it out and see how it works. And if it doesn't sell, we have it in our portfolio, but we can continue developing other things that move on.
And you can melt it down and create something new.
Exactly, and there's always something that reconnects with people. For example, we at the beginning of Cyrc, we launched with big vases that they weren't selling too much. We were getting traction in other objects, but then once we did our first show in New York, actually the one where we met, but the first time we did it, just every order they wanted the big ones. So it wasn't the right fit for that market, but then we found the market for those objects, and it's great.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, and I guess you learn as you go, right? What people are interested in.
Exactly.
So can you tell us a little bit about you and why you sort of started this business, this journey in sustainable design?
Sure. Well, on my side, on my personal side, as a designer, I've been always, and marketer, I've been always interested in impact. So the things that you can create, the impact we can have as designers in the world today. I don't know if that was from school or before, but remember in school, they were teaching us how they made us think about stakeholders, and stakeholders meaning everything that is affected by the things that you do, or anything else. So I just decided to base my career on building products, things, something that impacts people, that has a positive impact. And then one day, I met my business friend through another designer here in Montreal. His name is Philippe Charlebois, He also has a great practice. If you want to check it out, it's Studio Bote. He makes upcycled
Oh,
lighting.
yes. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm following him.
Yes.
Very
So
cool.
Phil actually
Yeah.
passed by Guy's previous studio. And he called me. He's like, Dan, you have to check this guy out. He's doing great things. He's new to Montreal. He's incredible with 3D printers. And yeah, we reached out. We connected. We were having pizzas and beers, and our values just aligned. We're like, we want to build
Okay,
something.
cool.
We have these sources, the dots connected. And this is the reason we wanted to build service. Like, okay, we have the technology, we have the resources, we have the capacity. Let's make it happen. And since then, it's been already since we met like 5-6 years ago, but we launched Cyrc 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And it's been a great journey. You know, you're learning, you have to adapt, and opening markets to something that nobody was using it like for what we're doing. It was pretty much prototyping tools. And it's great to see how the technology has evolved to date.
Very cool. That's awesome. So, just so for those of you who are sort of watching from my page, Dan, can you tell us where everybody can find you?
Sure.
And check out your products?
Yes. You can find our products online at our website, cyrcdesign.com. That's CYRC Design.com. You can follow us at Cyrc Design on Instagram, and we have stores in Miami, New York, like museums, across the states. We have 57 stores and counting.
Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's great because that gives someone the opportunity to see the product firsthand before purchasing. So we're happy to build these partnerships.
Very cool. And so also for everyone watching, Dan has offered us a special discount code. So ASD, so Alex Shield Design, ASD10 is your discount code. You can use it on their website. And thank you so much for joining us. It was great speaking with you.
Thank you very much, Alex.
All right.
Bye,
Thanks
everyone.
so much.
See ya.